touch me. I be hot potatoes, racked up shawty. I be cutting papers, I'm so high. All I do is lay low. Only time I talk is when I'm talking about the payroll. Mom must make 'em. When I come back.
CBS TV, my name is Christy Ijang. What better way to start your day than tuning in to the best source of inspiration? First things first, our thought of the day. The only disability in life is a bad attitude. Thank you for joining us on today's edition of the program. Let's have a break. When we come back, we're going to welcome Eswe Julius. Stay tuned.
Ziggy Zaz Mega One Music. Oh my gosh, Kasala, heavy Kasala. Oh my gosh, Kasala, heavy Kasala. See, I met this girl on the weekend. I did try involve, make we be friends. Rock is really flat, oh boy, I no go pretend. If I book program now, I no go fit spend. I take a number, make a call it the next week. For my mind, this girl not the best chick. Check my pocket, but I only hold a 3-5. But the love don't they sting me like beehive. So I gotta make up another plan. I did hope say she no get another man. Took her to a cool place, make we hang out. Even though the place cheap, she no mind now. On top table, boy, the calculate not only beer. But she smiled and she said,
it's a lovely meal. Next week, let's meet at the same spot.
okay, baby girl, you're the same spot. Oh my gosh, Kasala, heavy Kasala. Oh my gosh, Kasala, heavy Kasala. The next week I was going to the same place. Then I see some other guy with the same babe. A clean eye, but I seen her the same face. And this guy keep hand round this babe waist. Well, maybe not a cousin. Maybe I just need to chill and stop bugging. If I start getting mad for the wrong things, it go surely dump me like a dustbin. So I got to play everything cool. I get to learn how to act in a film school. Then I say make her say hi, but this chick start to look me like strange guy. I want talk, but the man attack me. Say make a shift or he go slap me. Well, I just bone like skeleton. Plus I got to act like a gentleman. Oh my gosh, Kasala, heavy Kasala. Oh my gosh, Kasala, heavy Kasala. About 4 days later, I say make I buy soap and toilet paper. I come out house, make I reach for store. I check my watch, the time now 6 to 4. I leave my head just a little bit. Then my eye jam with this pretty chick. Wait, now the same girl that I try look away, but not the same girl that. Now then I realized my mistake. Had to say sorry to each babe. 2 girls, the same face. Thank God that we met in the same place. So these girls them between sisters. One a Seraphine, one a Queen Eva. Queen Eva, no be never queen. He did like a Agnes on bigger feet. Oh my gosh, Kasala, heavy Kasala. Oh my gosh, Kasala, heavy Kasala.
Hey, Mr. K Mix.
It's Phil Bill.
Welcome back to Good Morning K-Town, your breakfast show on KCBS TV. As always, we have Eswe Julius with something new. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Christy.
How are you doing today?
I'm okay. Nice to be on your show.
All right. So, what's new today?
Yeah, I was going to ask you, did you study mathematics in school?
Yes.
Were you so good at it, or you just like, well?
I was the worst student, actually.
I wasn't better either. But at least if you did mathematics, you would have learned of triangles.
No, of course.
And you know there are many types of triangles.
Okay.
You have, let's begin with the equilateral triangle where all the sides are equal. You have the right angle where one is 90 degrees, or they call a right angle triangle. Then you also have the isosceles, where you have 2 straight lines, 2 equal lines, and the scalene with no equal lines are all triangles.
Okay.
But so we're talking a different type of triangle today. Today we're talking geophysics.
Okay.
Did you ever hear of the Bermuda Triangle?
Yes, of course. I've heard about it. I've watched a couple of documentaries on YouTube about it.
It actually became famous when Charles Bellis wrote a novel 1964 called the Bermuda Triangle.
Okay.
Actually, Bermuda Triangle is a very mythical spot in the Atlantic Ocean. And there's been a lot of mystery around it. A lot of ships. There have been 50 ships and 20 aircraft that disappeared with no trace to date. So people attribute a lot of myths to that. But they discovered that the deepest part in the Atlantic Ocean, called the Milwaukee Depth, is found in the Bermuda Triangle. So it is not known if that has been affecting the disappearances, but it's not something so mythical. It could just be the effect of magnetic pole, probably being the middle, being the deepest part of the ocean, something. But the Bermuda Triangle, and it doesn't appear in any world maps. Nobody knows why. It doesn't appear in any world map. It's bordered by America, and the answer there is Jamaica, Cuba. And so the Bermuda Triangle is just a normal spot on Earth, though there have been a lot of legends about it. When we're grown, we learn that if you go there, you disappear. But actually, there have been disappearances, and 50 ships and 20 aircraft are reported to have disappeared there with no trace to it.
Wow.
So till now, it still remains a mystery why things disappeared there.
So I think that the pilots have really learned how to go around the place.
Pilots still fly over Bermuda Triangle to date.
I mean, so is it a matter of luck or what?
It's difficult to tell. But the fact remains that Bermuda Triangle is just a normal spot on Earth.
Okay.
I did a lot of research on that, and there's been no proof that there's anything mythical about the spot. Even though ships disappear, aircraft disappeared, and nobody ever found a trace on that.
Okay. And we hope that there's ongoing research, of course, to find out. There are people who have dedicated their lives to truly find out what's happening on that spot. So thank you so much.
Well.
Yeah. All right. Thank you so much. That's very exciting learning this morning. We hope that tomorrow, as always, you'll be here again to teach us something new.
Always my pleasure.
All right. All right, so that's it. Let's have a break. When we come back, we're going to welcome our first guest in the studio. Stay tuned.
She's the one I've been telling you, my friends, one in a million.
I don't talk to checks, say I didn't play my baby. I said me I go carry you and go like a baby. We both know what's saying I'm before you, my baby. Follow me if not road you define, no baby. It's not me, nanga for bona baby. I for show, sweetie, carry you go, see mommy, mama, hey. Oh, you go buy me aeroplane, oh, hey. Carry me go for overseas, oh, hey. To begin, now you go give me, oh, hey. Everywhere you turn, you go see me, oh, hey.
My car, change your life, my car. My car, make you happy forever. I can't so chill, baby. Yeah, chill,
I
mama.
can't. To do need it, baby, I can't. So chill, baby.
Njagala nkunywenga cappuccino, njagala nkolenga kepusiro. Sitamina, superpower, sikometa, sigameta. Nakulaba disitansi, tokotanga turbulence. Headicals of papa, so nice. My beautiful baby, you're so nice. Oh mama mia, I wanna let you know, I'll never let you down. Kubanga I love you so. Oh mama, yeah, yeah, oh. Kuvuga motoka ntambula siraba.
Akusome como vitabu, magazine and newspaper.
You go buy me aeroplane, oh, hey. Carry me go for overseas, oh, hey. To begin, now you go give me, oh, hey. Everywhere you turn, you go see me, oh, hey.
Hey. My car, change your life, my car.
I can, to do need it, baby, I can.
So chill, baby. Hey, chill, mama.
Welcome back to Good Morning K-Town, your breakfast show on KCBS TV. Our next guest is Dr. Funte Alfred. He is a Deputy Vice Chancellor for Academics at Afemi University of Technology in Kumba. Hello, Doctor. You're welcome.
Hello, good morning. Thank you for welcoming me.
All right.
Yeah.
So it's such an honor to have you here on Good Morning K-Town, because I think that the university is going to be a game changer in the sector of education in the entire country. So we're about to learn more about it. So tell us, what is the Afemi University of Technology?
Yeah, Afemi University of Technology. Afemi stands for African Arts, Handicraft, Management and Environmental Institute.
Okay.
University of Technology. So it's a very long, that's the acronym.
Okay, that sounds nice.
So it's a great pleasure for me to come and introduce it's a new university in Kumba. We're just, this our second year operational in Kumba. So it will be a pleasure for me to talk to the public, parents, and students, prospective students for Afemi University.
All right, that's good.
Thank you very much.
So why did you choose Kumba? Because when you talk about education, everyone is headed to Boya and all that, but you decided to come to Kumba.
Well, we thought about Kumba because Kumba is a very traditional town. It's an ancient city in the history of the Cameroons.
Okay.
And Kumba is the second largest Anglophone town after Bamenda. You will realize that going up to Bamenda or Boya, you have dozens of institutes of higher learning located in these areas. So the first thing for us was Kumba lacked all of those privileges that we wanted to carve out this niche for ourselves and only for us, and bringing in something new, and we'll start here in Kumba.
Okay. So what programs do you offer?
Yeah, we offer a variety of programs. We offer courses in applied engineering and technology, applied humanities, arts and social sciences, paramedics and allied health. We offer geosciences. We offer agriculture. We offer veterinary medicine, law and legal studies, and finally business, which we believe will be the center and the heartbeat of business in this part of this country.
Wow. So what is different about Afemi University?
Yeah, when we looked at education in Cameroon in its entirety, we saw that there were a lot of things lacking. So the vision that we brought in here was to bring in a high standard setter, which in education means we will be looking in training of citizens. That's good citizenry, and trying to see how we build up sustainability in our economy. So it was very, very important for us to have this vision, and the mission now for us here is to train high quality graduates that we prepare them for the 21st century labor market. And again, what is actually different is that students in all the other universities in this country
Okay.
They have never been prepared for the job market. So that's what we are going to do, professionalism.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah.
That's interesting. So you talked about your vision. What is your vision in the next 10 years?
In the next 10 years, we would like to build, when we're talking about high standard setters in sub-Saharan Africa, meaning we are envisaging that at this time, what we are going to produce, the graduates that we are going to produce, they will be responsible for invention, production, that will lead into industrialization. And that is how the center of our academics in all aspects, whether nursing, engineering, medicine, all of us, the center of it will be entrepreneurship. So that's what we're thinking of achieving.
Wow. So tell us about the fee situation. Do students have to pay fees? If yes, how much are we talking about?
Yeah, it is relatively very expensive.
Okay.
As of the moment, we have a fee cap
All
of
right.
550,000 francs
Okay.
per student. But there is a foundation called the AFEMI Foundation
Okay.
that has initiated a scholarship scheme that will provide 40% of that 550,000 francs, which means each of our students in the first 2 years of our program, which is a 4-year program, all courses in AFEMI. And I would like to inform the students, anybody who wants to come to AFEMI, is to understand that our courses here, that's why we're different. There's no course that you will do it for less than 4 years.
Okay. All right.
With an advanced level and or a back.
Okay.
So we take students who are coming in with back. Back is the francophone examinations. Then for the anglophones, it's the GCA advanced level. So in the first 2 years, every student who applies to come into AFEMI will benefit from this 40%.
Okay.
Which, if you want to calculate 40% from the 550,000 francs CFA, it will be about 330,000 francs.
Okay. Oh, that's good. So tell me, let's talk about the challenges that you face. We understand that right now in the country is not really the best time, and you must have undergone a lot of challenges. What are some of these difficulties that you faced, and how have you struggled to surmount them?
Yeah, the first challenge that we are facing is not only peculiar to us, but every private institution.
Okay.
Yeah, in the northwest and southwest. We know of the socio-political challenges we are facing today, and that is the first challenge that everybody is having.
Okay.
And again, it's coming in with a new concept. People don't know us, and that's a very big challenge.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm on your set, and I appreciate it so much that from today, people should come in and watch. I'm sure we start getting trust from the public.
Absolutely.
And we'll try to, in all the meeting houses, churches, we will be aggressively going and to all schools to counsel the students. Even if they're not coming to us, that is one of the responsibilities of AFEMI, is to counsel the students, because we will need them in different aspects of AFEMI coming in the future.
Okay.
We have to go to them and counsel them and tell them what is better for them. Even if they don't come to us, they should know where they are supposed to orientate themselves and move to achieve their career goals.
All right. So what do we need to apply into the university? What do you need to apply as a student coming in? What documents
we have you should have your advanced level.
Okay.
A pass in the advanced level, and I will try to advise everybody to know more about us. You can go to our website,
Okay.
which is www.afemiutuniversity.com.
Okay.
Then you have all information about us.
Okay. So tell us about your location here in Kumba. So maybe.
As of the moment, we were supposed to be located at Mabanda,
Okay.
which, as of the moment, is a no-go area. But we are hoping that with calmness, then that's where our permanent site was planned to be located.
Okay.
But as of the moment, to have any information, we have our contact office at Sonak Street in Kumba. And it is the building adjacent to Ngasa Supermarket. There's this Samford building at the top floor. You can go there and get any information. If you don't want to get us on, you can also get every information that you need to apply and to know about us more. You get onto our website that I've just given you.
Okay. Dr. Funte Alfred, it was such an amazing time I had talking with you here and learning all about Afemi University. Thank you so much, and I wish you all the best.
Thank you very much for having me, and I appreciate this opportunity that you have given to me to talk to the Kumba population. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. All right, that's it. We've learned all about Afemi University of Technology. Let's take a break. When we come back, we're going to welcome our next guest. You stay tuned to Good Morning K-Town.
Letting out my emotion, boy, you're driving me crazy. Set my heart in motion, the way you smile for a lady. Je veux que tu know que je t'aime. Il me manque de mots pour te dire je t'aime. If you ask me a question, boy, I give you the answer. I don't get you for so long, so you remember. Mais est-ce que tu know que je t'aime? Il me manque de mots pour te dire je t'aime. Cette fois je suis calé, oh, je suis calé. Hélas je suis calé, oh, je suis calé. Le câlin me tue avec son regard. Je suis calé. Les risques, conséquences, je m'en fous. Je suis calé. Cette fois je suis calé, oh, je suis calé. Maman je suis calé, oh, je suis calé. Le câlin me brûlait avec son regard. Je suis calé. Les risques, conséquences, je m'en fous. Je suis calé. The way that you smile and making me blush like never before. Façon tu me touches, façon tu me tues maman. I know that you love me, mais je t'aime plus fort. I know that you need me, but I need you more. If you ask me a question, boy, I give you the answer. I don't get you for so long, and I hope you remember. Mais est-ce que tu know que je t'aime? Il me manque de mots pour te dire je t'aime. Cette fois je suis calé, oh, je suis calé. Hélas je suis calé, oh, je
Welcome back. This is Good Morning K-Town, your breakfast show on KCBS TV. Our next guests are from PCRS. Let's welcome Trifin Ato, Communication Officer, and Eno Martin, Orthopedic Technician. Hello, welcome to Good Morning K-Town.
The pleasure is all mine, Christy.
All right, so we are so happy that today we are about to learn all about PCRS.
Wow, thank you for the opportunity.
Okay, so tell us what is PCRS?
PCRS is the Presbyterian Community Rehabilitation Services,
Okay.
abbreviated PCRS.
Okay.
And it is an institution under the Presbyterian Church in Cameroon,
Okay.
a department of the Presbyterian General Hospital, Kumba.
Wow. All right, that's great. So what services do you offer?
At PCRS, we offer a lot of services. We have two main departments. We have the orthopedic workshop, whose technician is right beside me.
Okay.
And in that workshop, they make shoes
Okay.
for people who don't have balanced legs. They'll make you sure that you can be walking in a balanced way.
All right, that's good.
Then they produce prosthesis, that's artificial legs or limbs for people whose legs have been amputated.
Okay.
They'll produce it where you go around as if you have your both legs.
Wow.
Then we have the physiotherapy unit there.
Okay.
In that physiotherapy unit, they take care of people with strokes.
Wow.
They take care of people with, let me say, sprains. You have a sprain, you have backache, you have waist pain, or you have stroke. You know, some people think that once you have stroke, the
That's
next thing
the-
is the grave.
Yeah, that's the end of
No.
everything for you.
I've seen them resuscitate people
Wow.
with stroke, and they came back to normal.
Wow.
They came back to life, doing all the
that's
activities. Well, you may know that I'm a living example. You know the
Absolutely.
story
I
very
know,
well.
I know.
So I was really down once. I had partial stroke for 3 months. But somebody was surprised. My mouth was beside here. I could not walk. I could not talk. But because of those services, this is me you are seeing.
That's amazing.
If I didn't say it, nobody will know.
Yeah.
So they also deal with cases, this cerebral palsy, children with cerebral palsy. They cannot really cure that one, but they will manage that case to a state where the child can be somehow
Yeah.
independent,
Yeah.
and the child and the parents will be relieved. Because if a child who was not able to eat can be able to pick food and put in the mouth, you, the parent who was supposed to be feeding that child all along, you'll be relieved.
Absolutely.
So those are the type of things we do, and we even have a gym. You know, you cannot take care of people who have stroke or that without a gym.
Definitely.
Yes.
Wow. So for how long has the PCRS been in existence?
PCRS is actually a baby of CBR, Community-Based Rehabilitation Management.
Okay.
And CBR gave birth to PCRS some 25 years ago.
Wow.
Yes.
It's been around for a very long time.
It's really been around for a very long time. And I can bet you they are respecting their age and doing the work that they are up to.
Wow, that's good. So let me talk to the technician. Yeah, the technician, orthopedic technician. So I'm very much interested in the prosthesis production and all the other legs. So tell me, what materials do you use in producing them?
Formerly we used to use resin, but we found out that resin is very heavy
Okay.
and it is not really good for the patients.
Okay.
So we went back now and look for a substitute material which is a bit lighter,
Okay.
which is a polypropylene. So as of now we are dealing with polypropylene.
All right. That's good. So tell me about the partnerships. I know the project is a huge one. And
Okay.
you must have partners supporting you in this good work.
We thank God for that. You know, the Presbyterian Church in Cameroon is actually a church that loves the welfare of people. And because it cannot do it on its own, they have to get married to some other people
That's
so
a-
that
that's
the
a good-
partnership can actually go a long way to help people and put a smile on their faces.
Absolutely.
So we have so many partners, but for now I'll talk about 2 or 3.
Okay.
We have a Liliana Foundation. We partner with the Cameroon Baptist Convention, that is the main partner with Liliana Foundation, and then we work with them. In this one, we work specifically on the inclusion of children with disabilities.
Okay.
You know, when people actually have a child, when you have a child with a disability, I mean you who is neglecting that child at home, you think that this one is useless. You'll be surprised when they are giving 3 halves of plantain to the other child, that one will have just 2. They'll send them to school, they'll forget about those ones.
yeah.
They go for outings, they forget about them. And when the children grow up, even in the community, they don't regard them like people, like any other person. So we, in this, what we do with the CB Baptist Convention is that we have actually worked even here in Kumba. We have met many schools inclusive. That is where you can take school where normal children, sorry to say that, they go to, children with disabilities who are being admitted there now. They sit in the same classroom with the other ones, and the children, we actually bring them up in a way that, you know, this is my friend, you know, say, no, this one doesn't have legs and this and that. They know that they are one. Then we go a long way with the partners to pay even part of their fees so that they can go to school freely, also be educated. At least we have seen people without limbs who are big people today, doctors, nurses, professors.
Yeah.
So that's the work we do. We even have livelihood programs. We train some of them so that is after when you reach a certain age. When we say children, you'll be surprised the age limit. But I would like that when you bring that child to us, between you and us, we then tell you the age limit. So there is a certain age that when they reach, we can even introduce them livelihood programs. For example, one is in the orthopedic workshop now, learning how to make prosthesis. And the day I talk with that guy, he has high dreams.
Wow.
He's aimed at reaching the highest peak in that profession. And we also support like the children with cerebral palsy that you cannot actually put them through, let's say, like say in a profession or something. We bring the parents together. We form parent support groups. In the parent support groups, we could help them open poultries. Some will even open businesses that can help them with the children. So that is what we do with the Cameroon Baptist Convention under Lilian Foundation. Then with the CBM, the Christopher Blinded Mission, we work with them, and they are also our funders with the GFFO, German Federal Foreign Office. Right now we are doing a project, Disability Inclusive Humanitarian Action for people with disability, for IDPs in the health and protection sectors. And we are focusing on the Meme and Fako divisions in the Southwest region for the first phase. So in this project, we know that the trauma that the war has caused,
Too much trauma.
there are so many people, you cannot say that there's a single person who hear gunshots and will still be the same. They are traumatized.
Yeah.
We have a mental health official that will go out, she'll talk to them, try to rehabilitate them. Then we have some basic medications and other sanitary dignity kits for young girls and women. We go out, we distribute. Then we don't only think about people with disabilities. We think about the host community. Because formerly, if you were just 2 of us in your home and now you are 5, the spending will increase. And then we think about people with disabilities, a host community, and IDPs. It's not easy for someone to relocate with a whole family. Then you come, you are staying somewhere, you leave all the farms behind, you leave all your businesses behind, maybe they've been burnt with the houses. you can really see the trauma.
Yeah.
So we are out with CBM to uplift some of this trauma.
Wow.
That is the job we are doing right now.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Let me talk to Mr. Eno for a
Okay.
bit. How long does it take to produce a process? How long does it take to produce, like, say, one? And what's the cost?
Yeah, how long does it take? It takes about 2 weeks.
Okay, 2 weeks.
But it depends too, because there are some people who are young and strong. You see, we don't just make them and give.
Okay.
Yeah, we make the first stage. We call the person who has it to come and try to see how he can use it.
Oh, okay.
Or see where there is pain, or if there is not pain, then we can now finish it and
Okay.
we hand it over. Sometimes it takes even 1 month.
Yeah. I mean, that, for something that you have to use for the rest of your life, it has to be perfect.
Right.
Yeah, definitely. Right. So what's what's the cost?
The cost range from 650,
Wow.
500. We have the above leg. The above leg prosthesis is 650.
Above leg?
Yes.
What does that mean?
Above the knee, sorry.
Ah, okay, above leg.
Above the knee
Okay.
is 650,000. Then below the knee is 500,000.
Wow. So I recently saw on your Facebook page, I think you're doing some for some amputees around. Probably, was it sponsored? Tell us a little bit more about the project.
Yeah, just as Madam just said, we have this sponsors.
Okay.
As of now, we make them for free for people who can use
okay.
it.
Pass through the project.
Oh, okay, that's wonderful.
Yes, we make them for
this is-
free. Right.
Yeah.
Sponsored by this our project.
Oh, I see.
Right.
Wow.
Then we also have another project who pays about 40% of the cost
Okay.
for people who can afford. Yeah, we place them on the other project that will pay. The person will pay 60%, then the project will cover the rest of the 40%. Right.
Wow, that's amazing. All right, so the production of the machinery, is it easy to find? Where do you get the machines to produce?
No, the machines we have, they were brought from Europe.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but the case now is the materials.
Oh.
Right, we also order them from abroad.
Oh, wow.
It's difficult to have them in Cameroon.
Okay.
So yeah, so order them from abroad.
So do you train your workers, or how do they come and apply? Do they acquire their training somewhere else, or do you train them?
Like us, we...
For instance, how did you get the training?
Yeah, I was trained by a German man.
Okay.
Who came, by then was still in my men with the leprosy. Yeah. So when he came, he saw what I was doing, so he devoted his mind to come and give me some training. Then later on, we were sent out for other trainings.
Oh.
Right, like Sierra Leone, Nigeria.
Wow.
Right. Then we came back. But for now, we have 2 guys there which we are training.
Okay.
I have 2 trainees.
No, it's very important.
Right.
Wow, that's good. So let me talk to you a little bit. You've worked so much with persons with disabilities. Can you elaborate a little bit more about your radio program about inclusion? You know, I think inclusion with persons with disabilities is actually now the order of the day. You know, that's what everyone is talking about, the importance of inclusion. Just tell us a little bit more about your project, the radio program you're doing.
Yeah, Chrissy, thank you so much. You know, you can't work with partners without visibility.
Okay.
So we bring in these radio programs to make the visibility, even to the communities too.
Okay.
People who are not even aware, you'll be surprised that you can say you are going house to house, but you may not reach all the houses.
Okay.
So those who listen to the programs, they also know that there's something happening, and many have shown up. From there now know, okay, there's a small village there within our area of coverage, and then we'll make sure that we have a volunteer there to do the job. Because the volunteers go about, they pick all the information from house to house. Then when they get this information, they bring to us in the office, we input into the computer. From there, that is where we can then come out with the results and know who benefits from what. Because normally when we go around, if you have hearing impairment, they put you under that. If you have visual impairment, you go under that. So as we go out, if we see that there are more than 400 people in this area that will need somebody, an eye specialist, we look for a day, we go there, we inform them, then we do all the consultations, give them the basic medications that they deserve. So we do those programs, as you've said, you see on Facebook. We also go on social media generally. Then you'll be surprised that even at the ground, distribution ground, we still give lectures.
Wow. Because
we really want to make the visibility, not only to the funders and the partners, to know that we are doing a good job, but to the environment, to know that there's a place there that I can also go and benefit. Why not go?
And the project is also inclusive, because I have one of my friends, she has a disability, and she also a volunteer with the project.
Yes. Yeah. Actually, when you work on inclusion, you have to make everything inclusive. Yes. We have workers too who are people with disabilities. Yeah, we don't discriminate. Yeah, if you come to our center or our buildings, we make them available. We make ramps available for people with disabilities, even to go in with their wheelchairs, because we give even wheelchairs and tricycles in this project. Wow. So we have to make sure that everybody is inclusive.
Wow. So thank you so much. It was really nice learning all about the good things that you're doing there at PCRS. It was really nice talking to you. Thank you for joining us today.
Thank you so much. Okay. May the sky be your limit.
Thank you, thank you.
All right.
All right, that's it. We've heard all about PCRS. Let's have a break. When we come back, we're going to welcome our next guest. Stay tuned.
Green Valley, water for life. Drink it.
For sponsorship and publicity, KCBS TV can be reached on +237 677 175987 +237 675 794636. Email info@kcbstv.net. For sponsorship and publicity, KCBS TV can be reached on +237 677 175987 +237 675 794636. Email info@kcbstv.net.
Belash Mundaye Heidi Kabasa Katoba Hustle Vision 2020. Our government and promise, you know say boys go chop every day with scamming. On I no sleep. Moya ola wa lati, I go alaba, I buy lucky. Also for 6 months I no care money. Shout out to my niggas so they stop for me. The problem share is a problem solved, so I tell my niggas so we get them solved. So we get them solved. The problem share is a problem solved, so I tell my niggas so we get them solved. So we get them solved. Mama call me, say she not do this balling. What are you doing, son? You are darling. 4 years in last week is really nothing. Better get that money, son. We are starving. Mama then I tell me, say she don't get belly. I make my mama still. I've been thinking, I see my friends in that Range Rover. When I pull up in a phantom, tell bitches game over. Popping pills in a penthouse, chilling on a coda. Shuku I like her, she wash cocoa and sand. She's in love with her lifestyle, Bella Shmuda. Every day me ganja, every day me ganja, Got over be us, Vision 2020. Our government and promise, you know say boys go chop every day with scam. All night no sleeping. Moya ola wala ti, I go alaba, aba elapi. Also for 6 months I no care money. Shout out to my niggas so they stop for me. The problem shared is a problem solved, so I tell my niggas so we get them solved. So we get them solved. So we get them solved. The problem shared is a problem solved, so I tell my niggas so we get them solved. So we get them solved.
Yeah, mo ti suffer, mo ti jìyà, bí ti díyà, mo tún sáṣẹ́ ní màdé kí lè rówó díẹ̀. Àbó ló já sí wẹ̀láì, àdìtẹ́ tí láyọ̀n bá gbé náà wojú mi, mo máa díẹ̀. Ọlọ́run mo máa díẹ̀, mo ti lose mọ́mí dádì, ẹ wojú mi ẹ̀jẹ̀, ẹ wojú mi ẹ̀jẹ̀ ọ̀tá láṣẹ, kí la gbé, kí la jù, tó dá wá kó tá máa jẹ now. People dey tell me now, I too dey brag, I dey cut like dagger, life and now gaga. Ogologo, my kinda like cocoa, now for winter, summer, man, no slow down. Ọkọ ni pé mo para náà ní ìfira rẹ̀ sínú bàtà mi without money. No tissue paper tàṣẹ máa fi tán bàtà bá ṣú. No stuff to wash school uniform náà kú. A máa gbàwẹ̀ mọ́jú, a máa jẹ bàtà bá jí. Ilẹ̀kùn ilé ọ̀rọ̀ ń ṣe òun fìrìgbọ́n ṣí. Sígìrì bàtà bá dúró ìyẹn kò lè dágbó ṣe. That's why I'm out here with my brothers hustling, yeah. Hustle to the top, wọ́n fẹ́ lé mi bá. Wọ́n rò pọ́ máa rẹ̀ mí yálò kó bọ́ dé mi kọ́. I thank God I no fall and stand tall. Bàtà ò bẹ̀rẹ̀ ṣe mọ́ dà wọ́n mọ̀ tán sọ.
Over the let me know. You want let me all I want let me all I want let me over what let me know. You want let me I want let me Bella Shmuda, yeah, got over. Bado Snare, got over. I am a Gucci, got over. Bokoli, got over. Chris Yax, got over. Ojo Snare, got over. That's why I say yeah, got over.
Welcome back to Good Morning K-Town, your breakfast show on KCBS TV. Our next guest, the branch manager of Atlantic Assurance, Mr. Ndam Frederick, and Beta Godwin, marketing officer of Atlantic Assurance. Hello, welcome.
Thank you, madam.
All right, it's such a pleasure having you here on Good Morning K-Town.
It's our pleasure too.
Okay, you're welcome. So let's begin by learning what insurance is, right? It's an insurance company, right? So what is insurance?
You know, if you go to the Advanced Learner Dictionary to find the definition of insurance, it's just an agreement between two persons.
Okay.
The first person is the insurer.
Okay.
That is the insurance company. The second person is the client, the insured person.
Okay.
Okay? That they come together in agreement. The insured come to the insurer.
Okay.
For the insurer to guarantee him for an unforeseen.
Okay.
And so in return, he pays a certain amount of money. In insurance, we call it premium.
Oh, okay.
Where afterward, a contract is being established for both of them to sign. In that contract, the insurer or the insurance company has to sign, and the insured person has to also sign. By doing that, of which the money is being paid, that is what we can say is insurance.
Okay.
Because it's a contract where two persons agreed on a particular amount of premium as compared the risk or the guarantees, and the contract is being stipulated for an unforeseen.
Okay, that's a very simplified definition. I like that. I like that. So why do I need an insurance?
You know, in our environment where we find ourselves, people are exposed.
Okay.
We are exposed, and that is why we are inviting people in our community, in our towns, and in our country to come have an insurance policy with us.
Okay.
For example, we are exposed to illnesses. Atlantic has offered health insurance for all body, everybody. They call it asutus. Is insurance for everybody at a minimum rate of payment that can guarantee you for 1 year. It means that all of us have to get this policy for our health insurance. And that's why, because we are bound to be sick, definitely we need this insurance policy. We need this insurance policy for our cars, because the car can cause an accident which we as an individual cannot be able or capable to pay the damages cost.
Okay.
That is why we need this insurance.
All right. So explain to us, I know you've talked about health and car insurance. What are some of the other categories?
This person you see here have studied close to 102 policies in insurance.
Okay.
But in the environment of which I find myself,
Okay.
I exercise just about 10 of them.
Oh, okay.
It goes with the environment of which I find myself.
Okay, that's important.
And so, like in Kumba, where Atlantic has a representative office for the customers here, Atlantic discovered that many people in Kumba go as far as Douala to collect their insurances. And that is why they thought it wise to have the representative office open in Kumba and in Limbe. So the customers can benefit. We offer insurance for the contractors that guarantee them to get a contract. That guarantee them some money to start off with a contract. That guarantees to see if the work done was properly done. Now these people were leaving Kumba to Douala for Atlantic insurance policies. Now Atlantic has come closer to the customers, nearness to the customers. And so we offer this policy to our contractors here in Meme Division. Those that were living here to go and buy their car insurance in Douala can get it right here in Kumba. And you know what attracts these customers to get our policies is because of the collateral that they see with Atlantic Bank. Atlantic Assurance is the same company with Atlantic Bank. So it's Atlantic Bank that delivered Atlantic Assurance. So Atlantic Bank, with the financial capability of the bank, customers now can see that this Njangi that they are playing, their money is well kept.
All right. Let me just share an experience with you. I had one of my relatives he had an insurance policy with an insurance company here in town, and at a certain point he had an accident. But then when he went to the insurance company, they were like, they demanded for a lot of documents, and the process was so complicated that he just gave up on the entire thing. So why is it that when you see insurance companies, they say all these things and people go and insure their cars and all that, but when something actually happens, it's difficult to actually get support from them?
That is a very big problem that is affecting the insurance domain.
Okay.
And so the insurance and the insurers and the insurance companies with the government of Cameroon has come together to see how this problem can be solved for once.
Okay.
I am a professional. When I go to the field and I'm talking to a client that has been brainwashed by a charlatan, he believes the charlatan, the unprofessional person, than the professional.
So you to say charlatans have invaded
the market.
The market.
Somebody, there are people who live in their houses and customers go and give money to them in their houses to go and get them insurance. It is not supposed to be done that way. It is not supposed to be done that way. Now, insurance have a tariff. All the insurance company are supposed to respect that tariff. Okay. Now, the people are called charlatans go beyond this tariff. That is, they collect premium which are not correct to the guarantee the customer wants, and definitely creating a problem. The problem might not be your cousin or your relative who went to an insurance company. The problem is the person who subscribed the insurance. At the time of the insurance, what did they put in place? What was the contract? What was the guarantee for the insurance that the person who paid for the insurance? You didn't go and meet somebody in his house and say, take my money, go and pay insurance. Why did you, the insured person, not go to an insurance company to have your insurance policy? Where I explained that your guarantee will be exposed, the contract will be exposed, and you will read your contract and you both sign it.
Okay.
You don't send somebody to go and get an insurance policy for you. You go to the insurance company, give your documents, read the contract, the guarantee that you want, let it be there in your contract. Then you sign and the insurance company sign. The attestation that they gum on the screen of the car is not an insurance policy. That attestation is just to testify that you have a contract with the insurance company.
I see.
Now this problem of accident happenings and the claims are not being respected or paid on time is because at the beginning the contract was not well stipulated. Most often, I'm not saying that all.
Okay.
And we have discovered that 80% of road accidents are caused by insurance companies that have given insurance under tarification, that have given insurance under the premium that we're supposed to collect. For example, if a car of 7 horsepower to 10 horsepower petrol will cost you 115,000 francs, the persons in the car are inclusive. It means that the guarantee that cover the persons in the car are in that insurance. The third party, the damages that the car is going to cause are also inclusive. The government vignette is also there. And you hear somebody goes and buy it somewhere from an insurance company at the cost of 50,000 francs, at the cost of 60,000 francs. That is bad, what we call malpractice in insurance.
All right.
It is under tarification. And imagine that if that kind of insurance policy, that kind of a car that had that kind of coverage is involved in an accident, is that term going to be respected?
I see. All right, so tell me, why is Atlantic Assurance unique?
I like that question. It's very interesting. I mean, those who are listening to us out there, please listen and listen well. I don't always come on air to educate the population, but if I have this opportunity that KBC has given to us to come, or given to me to come, please, if you are listening to us, listen and listen carefully.
Okay.
Atlantic, I am a seasonal insurer.
Okay.
I have been in this profession as a manager for 15 years.
Okay.
And Atlantic is my third insurance company. I upgrade my standard. I don't work with insurance companies that don't respect the terms of the customers.
Okay.
Because I am the intermediary between the customer and the insurance company. I collect premium, I give to the insurance company for unforeseen. And when they say claim, I have to ask my insurance company to pay the client. And now when I don't respecting that terms, it exposes me negatively. It's not the insurance company. And so I move. If I move to Atlantic, it means that Atlantic is more than my former insurance company.
Okay.
We have what we call ASAC. ASAC govern all insurance company. When you go to ASAC, you see Atlantic, which is the youngest insurance company in the market.
Okay.
Atlantic is just 3 years old. But Atlantic is in the position of the 9th insurance company in terms of portfolio in Cameroon market of insurance out of 26 insurance companies.
Okay, that's interesting. All right.
Just 3 years.
Wow. So you talk about a branch in Limbe. Do you have any other branches?
Yeah, we have other branches. But I want to say what makes Atlantic different from other companies.
Okay.
The most important thing that I want to say here is that Atlantic does digital insurance.
Okay, digital insurance.
You go to all the insurance company in Kumba, in Cameroon, you will not find this kind of a machine.
Okay.
I can subscribe to you instantly, and you have telephone, read a message, and you can print your contract.
Okay.
This is what Atlantic has come to give to the population in Cameroon, in Kumba. You subscribe your health insurance here digitally. When this machine subscribe you, you go to any hospital. We have created website there. They just Google your names in their machine and they see your name and they treat you accordingly.
Okay, that's good.
That is what is different. We are trying to bring a European standard of insurance in Cameroon.
Okay.
That is what makes Atlantic different from other insurance companies.
I see.
Digitally, we are going very soon. Automobile will be digitally. You know, we are evolving as the world is changing technology at the times.
Okay, that's good.
So that is different. You can see us here, me and my colleague. You can identify us in the field.
Yeah, well dressed in your.
You go to the office, the other staffs are there. You can identify them. But how do you go to the field and see somebody who put up a traditional regala and you call him an insurer? Somebody who put the kind of dressing, you call him an insurer. We are uniformly dressed because we are professionals.
Okay.
He is a professional from a professional school. Everybody in my office is a professional.
Wow.
They can deliver the goods there. Atlantic is in the whole republic, represented in every part of Cameroon. Our head office is at Bonanjo.
Okay.
Our head office is at Bonanjo. That is where Atlantic is found. Atlantic is not only found in Cameroon because they call it Group Atlantic.
Oh, okay.
Atlantic is found in Ivory Coast. Atlantic is found in Senegal. It's found in Niger.
Okay.
And it's found in Cameroon. And Atlantic is supported by a giant bank, the Atlantic Bank.
Okay.
Atlantic Bank is also found in all these countries. It supports this insurance company to go in to subscribe heavy risk because the collateral, the capability, the capital is there. And I want to tell you that Atlantic began in the market with a capital of 3 billion.
Okay.
There's still some insurance company that existed in the market for more than 20 years. They're on a capital of 1 billion. Definitely, I'm telling you, in the few years to come, Atlantic will move mountains as insurance is concerned in Cameroon.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. That's interesting. All right, let's go to Mr. Beta Godwin, Marketing Officer. Can you just tell us the location and give us a contact here in Kumba where we can contact you if somebody wants an insurance policy?
Yeah, we are located at the Commercial Avenue,
okay,
the same building with Union Bank,
okay,
opposite the new gate that was created in the market.
Okay.
So Union Bank building upstairs,
okay,
the same floor,
all
just
right,
upstairs.
Okay.
Yeah, so you can get us through the manager's number,
okay,
672-03288.
Okay.
So we are always available anytime to serve people. Like
give the number again.
672
okay,
03288.
All right.
So, like he said, just to add,
okay,
with the insurance policies, a part of the health insurance, he said we are there to provide consignment insurance.
Consignment insurance, what does that mean?
Bid bonds, like what he said, infrastructures,
caution.
Okay, okay.
So we do that, and then we do this marine insurance, though it's very little in Kumba, but we carry out those processes in Douala. People are importing goods,
okay,
and again we do the normal motor insurance, and then liability insurance. Business people, you have to insure your private properties against fire, theft, buildings, and everything. So we do all that with the health insurance, which is the main service we are producing now. We are selling out to people in Kumba.
Right. Health, that's important, I think.
Yeah, health and accident.
Okay. Let me add to him.
Okay.
Health insurance is just 36,000 francs.
Okay.
You can begin from 36. You have a guarantee of 50,000 francs monthly. It means that when you come to Atlantic, you pay your 3,600. You have a guarantee of health insurance for 50,000 francs. It means that when you're sick, you go to the hospital and your bill is below 50,000 francs. Atlantic covers that.
Okay.
We have also 36,000 francs that guarantee you for 400,000 francs for 1 year. People should not stay at home without having insurance policies, because it comes at the time where, sickness does not tell you that today you are going to be sick.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So we should not stay with our children in the house with this time when things are hard. Just subscribe your insurance for yourself and your children and your family. When your children are sick, they can use our conventional hospitals in Kumba. 36,000 francs will guarantee you 400,000 francs with your medication, your consultation, and hospitalization. 72,000 will guarantee you 1 million. 95,000 will guarantee you 2 million. 115,000 francs will guarantee you 3 million. And lenses begin from 72,000, 95, and 115,000 francs for the various guarantees.
Okay.
You get it? And we have also funerals. When you have your insurance with Atlantic, and at the cost of an illness you die, okay, when you're sick, there's a package that Atlantic will give to you when you die.
Okay.
I want to rest assure the population of Kumba that it is time of where we need to have our health insurance. Yes, and we also have conventional hospitals in
Kumba. Just tell us the hospitals you're working with.
We have Bambini Medical Foundation.
Okay.
We have St. Francis Polyclinic.
Okay.
We have Baptist Hospital. We have given our convention to the district hospital in Kumba, waiting for the convention.
Okay.
We have HPTC around the Funds Palace. The hospital is there. that is administered by Dr. Fojo.
Okay.
Is also a conventional hospital with Atlantic.
Okay.
We are now putting up a convention with family pharmacy, so that when this hospital cannot provide your drugs, you can get your drugs at the family pharmacy. That is the difference between Atlantic Insurance and other insurance companies. Rest assured, when you come to Atlantic Insurance, you'll be insured.
Oh wow! Thank you so much, Mr. Dam Frederick. It was so nice learning all about Atlantic Insurance this morning, and I wish you all the best.
No, we are very happy and grateful. We pray God that this radio station has come to stay.
Okay.
You know, people are misinformed.
Okay.
It's good to be informed than to be informed. Through the KBC television, the population of Kumba are going to live a good, healthy life in Kumba and be informed. Thank you, and we pray that God bless the radio station.
Okay.
The TV station, thank you. Sorry, the TV station. Yes,
Okay.
sorry. It's my first time to come to, Kumba based television channel. Sorry, I've been to Lakeside all the time. So I'm sorry. So I'm happy to be at the Kumba
KCBS TV.
TV.
All right, thank you so much.
You're
it was
welcome.
nice talking to you.
My pleasure.
All right, that's it. We've heard it all. It's been an amazing time here. Let's have a break. When we come back, we're going to have early captions. Stay tuned.
Madame, Monsieur, NMG, le 9 primo, NMG dans the building, New Africa, give me money, Amina Mata, come make we jolly, come make we holla the matter. Amina, I'm married man with the throwing a dollar. I'm married man with the throwing a stepper. If you no getting money, then you be picking for quarter. If you want follow Amina, you get to check your passa. Amina holla the matter, holla, holla, holla. She go holla your matter, holla, holla, holla. Amina holla the matter, holla, yeah, 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 yeah. She go holla your matter, holla, yeah, 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 yeah. Amina want to marry Bobby, we get plenty money. Amina want to marry Alaji, we get plenty money. Amina want to marry all of them cocoa buyers. Amina want to marry all of them stockbrokers. Amina, hey, 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 yeah. Amina, oh, 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 yeah. Madame, Monsieur, NMG, New Africa down the building. Okay, Amina holla the matter, holla, holla, holla. She go holla your matter, holla, holla, holla. Amina holla the matter, holla, holla, holla. She go holla your matter, holla, holla, holla. Ngondere here money, Amina sukusuwe. Ngondere here money, Amina sukusuwe. Ngondere here money, when I used to Mondere money, Mogamo sukusuwe. Amina over like money, traumatisé. Eva me traumatisé. Money for handbag, for ground, traumatisé. Amina hala de mata, hala money, hala. Amina sukusuwe. She go hala your mata, hala money, hala. Amina sukusuwe. Amina hala de mata, hala money, hala. When I used to she go hala your mata, hala money, hala. Amina hala de mata, hala money, hala. Amina sukusuwe. She go hala your mata, hala money, hala. Amina sukusuwe. Amina hala de mata, hala money, hala. When I used to she go hala your mata, hala money, hala. New Africa. Give me money, Amina Mata. Come make we jolly, come make we holla the matter. Amina, I'm married man with the throwing a dollar. Amina, I'm married man with the throwing a stepper. If you no getting money, then you be picking for quarter. If you want follow Amina, you get to check your passa. Amina holla the matter, holla, holla, holla. She go holla your matter, holla, holla, holla. Amina holla Alaji, we get plenty money. I mean, now want to marry all of them cocoa buyers. I mean, now want to marry all of them stockbrokers. I mean, now, yeah. I mean, now, yeah. Madame, Monsieur, NMG, New Africa down the building. Okay, I mean, all of them matter. She go holla your matter. I mean, all of them matter. She go holla your matter. Gondere here money. I mean, a sukusuwe. Gondere here money. I mean, a sukusuwe. Gondere here money. When I used sukusuwe. Gondere here money. Mogamu sukusuwe. I mean, now I like money. Traumatize. Eva me traumatize. Money for handbag for ground. Traumatize. I mean, all of them matter. Money. I mean, she go holla your matter. I mean, all of them matter. Money. When I used to she go holla your matter. I mean, all of them matter. Money. I mean, she go holla your matter. I mean, all of them matter. Money. When I used to she go holla your matter.
It's Jay on the beat.
Yeah, man. Yeah, me come with me love from hometown. Yeah, Rastafari, never leave my paper, but sure. This is boy, I'm in hometown. Me just want to show some love. Some love. My most precious thing. Yeah, man. Yeah, me come with me love from hometown. Yeah, Rastafari, never leave my paper, but sure. This is boy, I'm in hometown. Me just want to show some love. Some love. My most precious thing.
You are watching KCBS, the Kumba City Broadcasting Service. This is Early Captions, your breakfast slot on GMKT. Good morning, K-Town. Today I'm joined by my in-house journalist here, Eli Bukova. Eli Belva. Good morning, Eli.
Good morning, sir.
Your name sounds very musical. So Eli, today we're going to go through some papers. We're going to the Guardian Post, then the Popoli, Cameroon Tribune, Tape, Miss, Tribune d'Afrique, and also going to look into La Review. So let's begin with the Guardian Post. The Guardian Post says Paul Biya sacked Jumesi or risks losing Northwest to separatists. Why should he be sacked, the Minister of Transport? Or Roadworks, rather?
I think he's been incompetent in his duty.
Okay.
Because the road is supposed to be fixed.
The Bamenda Babaju Road.
Because the last time I saw a video on that road, it was so bad.
It's scandalous.
You know, bad help these separatists to do their work better. Because just imagine a bus is stuck on that road.
And it can happen.
And we know how Bamenda is.
Yeah.
It just gives them time to just come and take people away. So there are some times when transport also helps these boys to carry out their duties.
And this word Bamenda Babajo has been there for long, not today. This cry has been, it's not today. We are about this Bamenda Babajo
And
Road.
you hear they say they have put money has been put in for the work, and there is no work done. My problem is not giving money to do the work. but
The work
which
being done.
commission is there that supervises that work? Because not only roads, there are so many other sectors that.
And most of the time,
money
you
is
see
being
ministers
given.
with cameras going,
Yes,
and cameras following them. They
And you see them just at the first phase of the work, and they tell you everything is going on well. And at the first phase, they just abandon everything.
yeah, people say we are good at inauguration, we're never good at installation.
No, that's what Cameroon is good in.
We lay the first stone, we never put the last stone.
No, we don't put the last stone. And there are some times when even if they fix the route, they use poor materials.
Poor
they
material.
don't use the right
Substandard
ones.
material.
Yes. After 2 months, you see the roads are bad.
Yeah. Also in the Guardian Post, the Sonora manager says that 2 years after the fire incident, they are now bouncing back. They say, "Lem possible nepa Cameroon." So they're bouncing back in Sonora.
How are
So
they
which
bouncing
means there's enough fuel in town. I'm
How
sure.
are they bouncing back when you get to see this Nigerian petrol everywhere on the streets? How are they bouncing back? If they are bouncing back, let them show us proof. I've gone to a petrol station here in Kumba and there's no petrol.
Yeah, you can
And
see fungi everywhere.
Yes, people. I'm like, there's no petrol in the petrol station. They say yes, they have not. Then if Sonara is back,
And we
should
don't see the fuel.
and we don't
Let's-
see the fuel. We see this fungi everywhere. That means they are bouncing back as a question mark.
Are you sure some people even want this petrol to come back because they make a lot of money from this fungi?
Yes, I don't think some people want it back because when they buy, they have much gain, they have profit, and you see that even officials buy fungi. They don't even go to the petrol station again. So I'm asking that the money that is being kept aside for their petrol every month, what do they do with that money?
And when you be an official, I have to have a question because you do the same. It's easy to criticize. Okay, let's go to Lo Popoli. Is a cartoon paper of in Cameroon, which makes a lot of comedy and fun about. Called Lo Popoli is they say the COVID-19. I think Macron has called African leaders to discuss COVID-19, and they didn't invite Paul Biya, who once say is the best student of France. What an irony! Why do you think Biya will be left out in such a summit, knowing his wisdom, his experience that they will need?
That means something is wrong. When the best child in the house is abandoned, that means there's an in-house problem.
In-house problem. Yeah.
So if they can leave the president.
So does it mean Paul Biya and Macron might be some rift somewhere or something?
We can just put as assumptions, but we don't know.
Okay.
We don't know why.
Because it's an eye-opener that they'll have a summit in France.
Yes.
And Biya is not in. It's never happened before.
Who is always there?
Who is always there and everything?
It's not there. So very soon we'll know what happened.
Or Biya, maybe he was so busy to attend my base.
The thing is, our president is always busy.
Always busy. Okay, that's why the Popoli. Now we'll go to Cameroon Tribune, the National Bilingual Daily, which is the mouthpiece of the government, if you please. And the government, that's in Cameroon Tribune, the government says, despite that's Cameroon Tribune, not Tribune d'Afrique. Cameroon Tribune, not Tribune d'Afrique. Have Cameroon Tribune, also have Tribune d'Afrique. Sometimes it's confusing. Yeah, we have Cameroon Tribune. Yeah. The army says, despite the COVID-19, the army is still guaranteeing the defense of the national territory. We should have an excellent army.
Well, that's the downside of the story.
Okay.
Because if we should go detailing, security in Cameroon is something that is not assured in every area. Because there are areas where people don't see that security. People are in panic. But if they say that despite COVID-19,
yeah, because
they are doing
what they're saying is that the government is actually giving them enough vaccine that it wouldn't affect them. Because if the army falls sick because of COVID-19, it's dangerous. So maybe they have to secure them. Okay, I think the best vaccine is AstraZeneca. I'm sure that's what they have.
Yes, that's what they have.
Why do people have the Chinese vaccines? People like you.
Yeah, people like me, maybe.
The Chinese vaccine. Okay, well, it's good. I mean, we are sure that the army says that despite the COVID-19, our defense is sure at least because our borders are protected. Be careful, if your borders are porous, you are unsafe.
Yes, that's it.
So it's assuring that the military is actually working. But those people, they work honestly.
No, they do work.
The military are working.
They're working tirelessly.
Yeah, because they sacrifice a lot.
Yeah,
because during the rain at night, everywhere they are. I mean, so we have to give kudos.
And I say,
no, I mean, I respect those people. It's not honestly what those people do sometimes. It's amazing, unbelievable, and we appreciate our army for doing that. Let's see. There's a paper called "Te Promise." That's Promised Land. I love this title. Okay. Tell promises now we're supposed to have this 20 million, we're supposed to have the 49th anniversary of the Unity State. So Tell Promise is trying to look into the successes and challenges of the Unity State. So what do you think are some of the successes of the Unity State?
Well, if we are celebrating 49 years anniversary, that means we have really succeeded together.
At least.
Yes, we have.
Yeah.
We have succeeded with development.
Development.
We have gone infrastructure, technologically. Cameroon has gone far.
And
even though we have not reached where we are supposed to reach, but we must say with the vision 2035,
okay,
we'll get to where we are.
And some of the challenges?
Some of the challenges, everything you do, you must have a challenge.
Normally.
We have this armed conflicts now.
Which is actually, and this has actually set back development, if you ask me.
Yes, it has.
Because when you go and build a school, you know how the government generates money to build schools. It comes from taxes. And when you build a school here, you build a house there, it really puts back the state budget. It's not difficult. So I think some of the challenges we have are building the confidence for everybody, because a lot of Anglophones are not really happy, Yeah, that challenge, they feel they are not part of the system. So I think, it's moving at least. I'm sure the government is doing its best to make everybody feel part of the Unity State. Okay. And then let's see what Tribune de Afrique says. Tribune de Afrique, this topic I see more as a comedy. The members of the National Assembly are manipulating Kavayi. Yes, his supporters are manipulating him. Is it due to age, or how do you manipulate your boss?
Kavayi has been for long.
Okay.
Yes, he has been for long, and it's time that he should go.
Well, just elected the other day, so he has another 7 years. Is it 7 years for a mandate? I don't know. I don't know how long they spend in the assembly. Is it 5 years or?
And longevity in service. I don't know why people should be manipulating him.
Okay.
Because he has been there, he has been in that office for long.
From what I understand, it's like people are trying to more rely on the state region. It's like people prefer the other person more. Like maybe people think he's tired. I don't know. So it's like, well, don't you think you should go and rest? So it's not sometimes you can trickily avoid someone, and person will say people are trying to manipulate me or bring papers that, sign documents in his name. Probably, I don't understand.
That's how Cameroon is.
So can you also do that?
No, I can't do that.
Okay, I'm happy you don't sign documents against our bosses.
I can't do that.
Okay, that was what we had in Tribune de Afrique. The last paper I'll take today is La Revue. Okay. Revue, so French paper. They say the Minister of Public Works lie when you talk about automatic toll gates. We say are people paying 500 because he said they spend billions that are going to be automatic toll gates where the car will just come, put money, the gates will open. But now you say people still collecting tickets for 500. Why do they want to put this toll gate? Because I don't understand why in 2021 was still having people collecting 500 when most countries, when Cote d'Ivoire gone automatic.
Our country, the way it is, there are some things that you should not even talk about, because talking about it is like throwing water on a deck's back. Why should people be put in place where they collect 500 francs?
When the machine goes.
So when the machine is there.
Yeah, the machine should. Why? And the minister told Eli are going to implant the machine. They even made a sample, show it on TV. This country are good as it's coming on citizens because they actually show a sample. They bought the prototype. Up to now, it's not still working.
To be frank.
I think somebody feels that if these machines are there, the money will go automatic to the system. I cannot collect, so they say.
Yes, that is it. Because if those machines are there, the money goes directly to the system. You don't have access to it.
But it's safe. Yes. It's like the bank teller. You put your money, the bar, the arm opens, you pass. But now they feel that if you like, in European you don't put money, you just come and put your card, money goes on the bank. So the money, it goes somewhere. Why should people still believe in collecting cash who belongs to the government?
That is Cameroon, we like cash in hand.
Well, Europeans are avoiding cash.
But we like cash in hand, that's how we are.
Also in La Riviere, they say the presidential couple has been missing for days, but we have had no opportunity to meet them. 20 May has been cancelled, Labor Day was cancelled. That's where we used to see them, but we cannot. So we don't have opportunity to see the presidential couple say le couple présidentiel porte disparu, but how do you expect to see them?
Why do you even want to see them?
I mean, they don't come out every day like you and I on the street.
They don't come out every day. Our president is busy. He has things that he's doing. If the thing is, if Cameroonians should see their president every day, is a problem. If they don't see
every day is a problem. But
so it's okay.
Because I don't think they go out to the park and sit and people see them. So because we've not had events that which one to come out.
With COVID-19.
If 20 May was there, of course he would have.
He would have
they would have been 20 May. They would have been first to be. But that is just a point. To be honest, as an issue that they are not based in public often because they need something to bring them out.
They need something.
And they say, okay, also in land review, Yaoundé 5 says occupants of high risk zone in Yaoundé 5 should live within before the 10th of July. Do you have a house in Yaoundé? In Yaoundé 5? Okay. You're lucky.
But why should the council allow them build houses?
They ask them to live. And some of these houses, you still have papers, they don't have signed documents. All these houses, before you know, they have signed.
That's the issue.
They have land and surveyors who come and put pillars, they collect money, they have building permits. And there's something I find bizarre in this country. You start building a house, come and put an X, see whatever council.
Yes.
2 days later, they come and paint that very building, they just come and give the money. So why do you come and put the C if you know you're going to?
That's Cameroon. That's the country that we find ourselves in. But to me, you should know. I don't know where the land and survey and these other people are, because before you build a house beside the road, they should come and check. You know, I've seen accidents that cars go into people's houses and they start blaming the car. Maybe that house was not supposed to be there.
But something I still understand in this country, before you build a house, there are documents that are supposed to bring. There's supposed to be some, I don't know, is it 8 meters from the highway, some distance away from the high tension cables. They are not supposed to be.
You know, before
you see people be house under the cable.
Before now in Kumba, before they came that they should demolish houses along roads, there were houses that were close to the road that if a car misses track and loses brakes, it can just run it. Yeah. You see people are putting up their stores very close to the road, and when you tell them to leave, they don't understand. They say it's weekends. They don't know that it's for their safety. Should a car come now with heavy speed, you are dead. But they don't understand.
Public order is necessary. If you are, it also helps to save life.
Yes.
That's what we have to discuss in the paper. Celibeva, journalist KCBS TV. It's been a pleasure having you on this paper review today.
It's been my pleasure also. I'm always happy to be here.
Viewers of KCBS TV, that's what we have today for the press review and early captions. Good morning, K-Town continues. Keep watching KCBS TV. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.
For sponsorship and publicity, KCBS TV can be reached on +237 677 175987 +237 675 794636. Email info@kcbstv.net.
It's easy, baby.
Zagadat. I dey cry, first time when I see your face. I dey cry, first time when you come my place. I dey cry, the time when you give me your number. The way my eye get, I dey cry, first time when you come my place. I dey cry, first time when we chop the kiss. I dey cry, the first time when you give me your number. The way my eye get, my sweetie potato, I too for you. You know they give me wahala, and I go love you forever. My sugar banana, I'm a little sweetie potato. You know they give me wahala, and I go love you forever.
Adekai, the first time when you move to me. Adekai, the first time when you speak to me. Adekai, the shadow you wear where you know the be. The way my eye gets, Fine boy, 6 pack. You find past your Instagram picture. Tum simple. Boy, you go kill me with your dimple. Color love, jelly love. 1+1, we never go far. Cause the things you do, baby, they make I love you forever. They make I love you forever. They make I love you forever.
sweet as sweet potato. You know they give me wahala, and I will love you forever.
It's easy, baby.
It's your easy.
Welcome back. Breakfast show on KCBS TV. Now let's welcome Elizabeth Beliwa with Soul Talk. Hi Eli, good morning.
Good morning, Christy.
How are you doing?
I'm fine.
So what's up?
Well, today we'll have a very interesting topic.
Okay.
Because I know that what we are going to talk about today, most of us have experienced it.
All right, I'd like to know.
Yeah, this weekend I took time. I was listening to inspirational speakers.
Okay.
And I really learned so much about them. You see people tell you about their experience in life.
Okay.
And you see how people give up and at one time they come back and they say, no, let me continue from where I stopped. And that's the spirit. That's the spirit that we should all inculcate, that no matter how bad that situation is,
Okay.
just continue till you reach the point that you want. Failure is something that so many of us want to avoid, but you don't learn if you don't fail.
Okay.
You don't learn if you don't fail. So that's why I have to ask you: Have you ever made a mistake in your life?
Of course.
Like you're doing something and you make a mistake.
Of course.
I mean, have you ever made a mistake that you regret why you made that mistake?
Well, I mean, so many things, like small things, But I don't know if I can remember any instance right away. But I think that I've made a couple of mistakes. And
that's something that we all make every day, mistakes. And there are some mistakes that are so crucial that people cry, even leads to death. There are some
like
mistakes
irreversible.
that people make, and they are like, I wish I could turn the hands of time. When it gets to that stage and you say, oh, I wish, if had it been that I knew, I would not do that thing. But that's not real the essence of mistakes.
Okay.
Mistakes helps us to learn more. That is, it gives us experience that leads us to our success.
Absolutely.
And the irony about the African mind is that people don't look at the experience that you gain from your mistake, which leads you to a success. People rely on the mistake you made.
Okay.
We all get to look at somebody. Let's say you make a mistake. Let me take a very simple one that, okay, this girl is in school and she gets pregnant and she drops out of school. That's a mistake that she made. But when the baby grows up, she goes back to school and she gets a degree. Maybe she has an advanced level. She has learned from her mistake, and now she has the experience that she can share not her mistake with people, but her experience that leads to her success.
Okay.
But the African mind looks only at the mistake you made and they tell people to learn from your mistake, which is wrong. You don't learn from people's mistakes. You learn from their experience. Like you look at that person and you say, this is what this person has gone through, and you learn, you see yourself in that place, and you see yourself going through that thing and succeeding.
Okay.
That is one thing that we should know, because mistakes always happen. People make mistakes in their academics, people make mistakes in marriages. There's somebody who even makes a mistake in a life partner. And what happens after that? Now you see yourself going through that marriage with everything, and you see that you just go through it, and after you people are happy. Maybe you people began with fighting every day, and like everybody's like, my dear, see those couples, they are fighting every day. Now people are just talking about your mistake. They don't talk about the experience. You see even people who come out to share their experience. There are some people in our community that have done terrible things and they have changed. Now when they come out to share their experience with you, people don't really
hang
listen.
On the,
yes, they hang on
the error itself than the lesson.
See, these wealthy people you see today, Bill Gates, right? And his software. I went one time on his page, and he made a mistake on building that software 75 times before that thing could calm down. Before we are enjoying everything. I'm like, really?
Yeah, you never give up.
See, he said that he was making a mistake. He was there every day. He was just going through, and
one day
each time he made a mistake in applying something, he got an experience that this is what I'm supposed to do.
So this is what I should not do.
This is what I should not do, and this is what I should do.
Okay.
And that is how he went until he's now here. If successful people tell you what they have been through to get to where they are, you will know that what you are looking at is not even what was happening in their life. That's something that we should all do. I see people who make mistakes and they rely. They say you live in the past. Nobody lives in
That's
the
the
past.
secret to success now.
Nobody
Not
lives
giving
in the
up.
past.
Keep
You
trying.
don't
Keep
give
trying.
Up. You keep trying, even though you're making a mistake. Just keep going. You know, there was one time a man told me that. Have you ever fallen before? No. Have you ever hit your leg on a stone? Just imagine that you hit your leg on a stone. You're walking and you hit your leg on the stone. Do you fall backwards or you fall forward? You fall forward. That's he says that is just life. Like when you fall forward,
That's interesting.
you go forward. You don't go backward.
Wow.
You see that? And then when I sat down, I like tried to. I'm like, really? He just gave up. He said that you all have that somebody has hit the leg on the stone. I'm like, yes. That who hits the leg on the stone and goes back.
And the truth is that you fall even
You
forward.
fall forward. You don't fall
Even more than if you were making steps, right? Yeah, because
Yes.
if probably if you're
You
giving
fall-
the step, you just give a simple step. But if you fall, you really fall.
forward and you don't go back there. Then you stand. He says that when you stand, you look at that place, but you go back there.
No, you don't go back.
You go back and forward. Just your leg and you cry that this stone, you're there, but I'm good. He says that is how we should look at our day-to-day life.
Okay,
Don't remain on
that's
that same
interesting.
place. No matter the mistake you have made in your life, go forward. Look at the experience that mistake gave. If it's your business that you put money in something and it crumbled, you've gained an experience that maybe that business was not the time. You know that there are people who engage in business that it's not the right time. Now, how can you be selling cold water in the rainy season? That's a mistake you're making. And you see that, oh, this my cold water business is not going. What's happening? Because you're not doing that thing at the right time.
Okay.
Say cold water, the dry season, everywhere is hot. People need cold water. You see, that is life. You cannot be selling, let's say, rice and stew in the evening when people want to eat pepper soup and roast fish.
So timing is everything. Timing is important.
That is it. So we should always learn, gain the experience, and look at the success of every mistake. Every wrong thing you do, there's a success in it.
Yeah, of course. In every dark cloud, there's a silver lining.
Every wrong thing you do, even if you're in school and you failed, you know the GC is coming up, and you know there are some people who have written 4 times, 5 times. You've gained experience. You've gained experience in answering the questions, in reading, in everything. Me, I always tell people that failure is not that you cannot succeed. It just means you apply the right thing
The wrong time. Okay.
Because even if you give a child something, even if you give a child something, let's say 1 + 1, and the child says 4, that child is wrong in that concept 1 + 1. But if you put 2 + 2, that child's 4 is correct, and it goes there. So that is just life. You just need to apply the right thing at the right time. And even if you can't apply it, maybe what you put there is not correct, and you've gained that experience, and life continues.
Okay. So who are some of the motivational speakers that you listen to?
Well, I listen to Helen Park.
Okay.
I think she's from the UK. Helen Park, yes, that's her name. And she was talking about her life, that she grew up in a very small town, and there were like 9 of them in their houses. So they didn't have the privilege to go to school because there were so many of them. And she grew with music. Now, the American music, you know, the violin. I told you I'm a lover of epic music. That there was somebody beside her house that was playing the violin. So every day she didn't have anything doing. She would go there and just sit down
and
listen to the violin, and that is how she gained skills. And today she's an excellent player.
Oh,
if she
really?
plays the violin for you, and that is how she made a living for herself and her family, and her siblings are now going to school and they are okay. And she has played the violin for so many concerts, for so many people, and I'm like, you see, that's how she grew up, and she had something doing.
All right, that's good. I know all those things are very good. Those when you listen to those stories, you know, it's
Yeah,
so
it really
empowering.
does.
It's so empowering, and I'll recommend everybody to read this book, especially Cameroonians. You know, Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. I think it's a book that Cameroonians, young people need to read. I mean, it's not only for young people. Everybody, you can change your life at any stage. You're not too old to change your life. Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. It's a powerful book for personal development, and it's going to help you if you read it. You know, it tells you stories. It tells you how powerful you are as a human, your potentials, and that the power of positive thoughts. The power of positive thoughts, and the power of being positive all the time. Thinking positive, it doesn't matter what the situation is, just look at it in a positive light. So I think that's a very good book for people to read and to keep them motivated.
In the world now, everybody needs to stay positive.
Okay. All right, Ellie, thank you so much. That was a very strong and powerful one today.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, it's always nice. So as usual, on Tuesdays, you're ending the program. All right, so that's it for today's edition of Good Morning K-Town. Thank you so much for listening. We want to thank and for watching as well. Thank you to our guests, all our guests for being here this morning. We've learned so much. We want to thank the producer of this program, Esra Julius Forsong. We want to thank our technician, the Don Nembo Redrick. Thank you so much. I want to thank all the cameramen for being there. Many thanks to all our viewers out of the country, those in Cameroon, in Bamenda, Boya, Limbe, Douala, Yaoundé. We thank you so much. And those in K-Town, we have you at heart. Thank you so much. For those who follow us on Facebook or our YouTube channel, KCBS TV, thank you so much. We encourage you to subscribe so you don't miss any episode of Good Morning K-Town. And to those in Dubai, England, Ireland, Canada, Denmark, Nigeria, Swaziland, South Korea, Germany, Japan, the United States, Equatorial Guinea, and India, thank you so much. Keep following us, and you can send your comments at info@kcbstv.net. I have been Christy Ijang. Join us again tomorrow for another edition of Good Morning K-Town. Bye for now.
She is an African woman, a blessing to every African family. Respect from me, Shewa B.
Raven sounds real.
She's the light of my life, cause she makes me smile. She's just one of a kind, makes me feel so high. She's the light of my life, cause she makes me smile. She's one of a kind, makes me feel so high.